Hello, everyone. This is my Marriage and Family Studies internship presentation. I did my internship online through the National Healthy Marriage Institute. I have several of their websites listed here. The first is their webpage. The second is their Blogspot page. The third there is the Blogspot that I created for my area for Denver. And the last one is their Houston Blogspot. I practiced with that one before. I was ready to start doing my own for Denver. So I really didn't know where to start to look for my internship, but I knew that I needed one online because I can't really leave my house for very long. I take care of my mother-in-law who is blind and has limited mobility. So I had joined this BYU Idaho online student support group shortly after finishing up Pathways and matriculating into BYU Idaho. And I thought that it was a good place to start. So what I did is I posted what I was looking for and that I really needed an online internship and when I was going to start. And I got a couple of responses and was able to ask them some questions and get some questions answered before deciding on where I wanted to do my internship. When I decided that I wanted to go with the National Healthy Marriage Institute, I emailed them at help@healthymarriage.org. And I got a response pretty quickly from Erin Larson, who's their internship coordinator. And they said they would happy to have me intern with them. And after exchanging some information with him, I was able to then set up the internship online through the BYU Idaho page. When my internship started, I first started by creating some date ideas for Houston, which is where they're based out of. They don't really have a brick and mortar. It's like all online that they do it, but they live in the Houston area, most of them, and then they work from home, which I thought was pretty neat. And so what I decided to do was to do the local date ideas. They had several different internship opportunities, but that's the one that I really felt that I wanted to do and I was excited about. So I did a few weeks of doing like practice date ideas, and that's this first one over here with the Houston date ideas, my practice. And so I would find like a picture and write a fun little synopsis about what you could do there, things that they offered, what's going on, or any activities that they had, things like that. I also included, and if the idea had an address, then I would include the address as well. But they could look up hours or any of that other information by the website that I had given them. You could probably look up the address too, but it was nice for them just to get a quick idea of where it was located. And then finally, I finished off the ideas with a reconnect activity. The reconnect activities were a way for couples to improve or build on their relationship and to make them stronger and healthier. So it just gives like little tips or things to try or something to do with your partner, either during the date or after the date, something to build on marriage and to help them deepen that relationship and improve on it. I did this with the Denver date ideas too, and as you can kind of see, the practice is a little vague, whereas the actual date ideas, once I started doing those, were a little more intense and more what they needed to be for building relationships. So I would do about 4 of these date ideas per week and then submit them for approval. And the following week, I would post the ideas that I had done the previous week, as well as send in my new information for the new date ideas. So after the first couple of weeks of doing practice, I was asked to start a Denver date blog, which this is it right here, denvergreatdates.blogspot.com, which you're welcome to go look out and check out and look at the different activities if you want to kind of see what I did. So Blogspot was pretty easy to use. I'd never done a blog before, so this was something new that I had to learn. But it was pretty straightforward and easy to do. I did watch a few YouTube videos to get the page to look more professional and just how I wanted it. These little tabs at the top, I had to watch a YouTube video to figure out how to do those, but I wanted to include some dating tips and why it was important to date, as well as not just throw all the date ideas on there, but have, you know, the fun dates, which is kind of a catch-all, and then like dates they could do at home, depending on if they had children or if they needed a babysitter, or, you know, maybe they couldn't afford a babysitter and so that they could do something at home. And then also free dates for low budget dates, because not everybody has a lot of money to throw around for dates, but dates are very important for your relationship. So that's just a quick idea of what I did and how I set it all up. I chose, you know, just a basic pattern and a basic color of green because I didn't want it to be too girly for the men who were going to the page, but nice and professional looking. So I benefited a lot from my internship, like immensely. I learned that revisiting information helps keep it fresh in your mind and helps you sharpen your skills. As you learn new things, sometimes revisiting that knowledge can help you understand it in a different way. And that was pretty interesting to learn. I also learned that practice helps you refine what you know in a real world setting. And so I was eager to practice what I had learned and to get that experience so that I understood it a little better once I put it into practice. I also learned new skills. I talked a little bit about how I had never done a blog before, and so that's something new that I learned through this internship. I have also learned how to turn procrastination into a willingness to start a project and see it through to the end. Because I was so excited about what I was doing, it was easy for me to get excited and jump right in and not want to put off what I was doing. And it has helped me in other areas of my life to do that same thing. Another thing that I learned is I went from thinking that I might like to help people, I didn't really know, to knowing that I like to help people. Through this internship, it gave me an opportunity to experience and put into practice what I had already learned. And so I was very excited about helping people, and I know that's what I want to continue to do. So I'm very glad for that opportunity to help me solidify my position. And I also gained confidence in my abilities. Before, I knew that I knew a lot, but I didn't have confidence to share that with people. And through my experience here, I've become more confident in what I know and what I can share with people. And I feel that I can contribute in a better way than I was able to before. Another thing that's great about internships, I think in all places, is that you learn adaptability. And that's the ability to change or to adjust to different circumstances, whatever they may be. You never know what's going to come up, or things get twisted around, or something else takes priority. And so adaptability is a great thing to learn and to have. And I definitely learned that with this internship. Another thing that I learned is to have pride and pleasure in my work. I really enjoyed what I was doing, which made me want to try my hardest to do my best, which gave me pride in what I have created. And I'm very excited that I can share that with people and help them to think of fun date ideas, but also have those reconnect activities to where they can build on their relationship. And finally, last but not least, I learned how vital it is to be an instrument in God's hands. Through him, we become a tool to help and save those in need. And that's what this is all about. That's why I got into the marriage and family studies major, is because I wanted to help people. And you do that through your internship. I drew on many of my classes to help me complete my work. The class that I continually seemed to return to each week was Family 300, the marriage class. One of the most helpful things to review from that class was the work of Dr. John Gottman. I was able to use what I learned from his studies several times and reconnect activities, taking a piece here and a piece there and making them into something that people could work on, as well as reviewing that information for myself and applying it in my own marriage. Finally, I would definitely recommend this internship to other students. Aaron Larson, again, is the internship coordinator for the National Healthy Marriage Institute, and you would work with him throughout your internship. His email is al221ut@gmail.com, the first one there. Or you can email them like I did, because I really didn't have his email address. I just went to the website and looked up how to the help page, which was help@healthymarriage.org, and asked them about internships, and he responded, and we started corresponding and got that all set up. So in review, your internship is a great opportunity for growth and for applying what you have learned, and it is so worth it. Good luck in all your endeavors. Thanks.